Hello, podcast listeners. We know podcasts are a great way to catch up on a program that you may have missed on KSJE, and it's provided as a free service of this radio station. But you know, KSJE is now listener-supported, and so while you enjoy this podcast, we hope that you'll also take some time to join KSJE. Become a member today. It's quite easy to do. Just go to our website at ksje.com/support and pick the level of support that best matches your budget. Thanks again for listening. Here's your podcast. 11 minutes past 8 o'clock. It is a snowy Thursday morning, February 17th, 2022. Good morning, everyone. I'm Scott Michlin. Thanks for tuning in to KSJE 90.9 FM, of course, over the air here in San Juan County, New Mexico, streaming everywhere else on the planet from KSJE.com. And we welcome our viewers who are watching this visual radio program. It is streaming out live this morning to the KSJE Facebook page, our YouTube channel, and our Twitter account. Welcome aboard, everyone. Glad that you are with us, because coming up, we're going to be talking about Dancing with the Farmington Stars. The event is back this year, and we're so glad about that. It is happening this Saturday at 7 p.m. at the Farmington Civic Center. We have two of the professional dancers joining me this morning, and a bunch of the local contestants who are joining us this morning as well, the local dancers who we'll be hearing from as well. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a great show coming up in the next few moments right here on KSJE. And then next hour, Mick Hess will take us roving with the arts. It is our classical music program. Mick is featuring music from Haydn this morning, so you'll enjoy that next hour, beginning at 9:06 on KSJE. We also invite you to connect with us on our Instagram page, in addition to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And if you're a podcast person, you can connect to KSJE wherever you listen to podcasts. So check us out on the various podcast platforms and take us with you and maybe hear a new program you didn't know about before. Let's talk about the weather, because we do have some weather impacts, of course, throughout the region. First of all, some school closings. Bloomfield schools are closed today. Dulce schools are on a 2-hour delay, as is Navajo Technical University in Crown Point. They're on a 2-hour delay as well this morning. Our complete list you could find at ksje.com/school-closures. And, of course, road conditions, you can also get that information from our website as well. Here's a picture from a little while ago, maybe about 30 minutes now, of US 550 outside of Cuba there at the Continental Divide. You can see the highway is snow-covered. Not a lot of traffic at the moment, but expect to see varying driving conditions if you're traveling out and about. My drive into work this morning, just some mostly wet roads in the city of Farmington, but we do know conditions can change and vary widely. The forecast for today does call for diminishing snow showers throughout the day today with a high of 44 degrees. Clearing tonight, the low 18. Tomorrow the sunshine returns with a high of 51 degrees and a low near 20. It'll be sunny and warmer on Saturday with a high of 53, 58 on Sunday, before maybe the next storm system rolls in Sunday night into Monday with another chance of snow showers on Monday. Well, let me introduce my guests who are here with me in the studio to talk about Dancing with the Farmington Stars. Two of the professional dancers from the Utah Ballroom Dance Company. Stephanie Valdez is here. Good morning, and thank you for coming in this morning. Great to see you.
Yes, thank you for having us.
You bet. Great to have you here. Also, Mandy Corbett is here as well. Good morning to you, and thank you for coming in.
Good morning, good morning. We're happy to be here.
Thank you both. And so, as I mentioned, you are both part of the Utah Ballroom Dance Company, and so you all travel around. I know we've done Dancing with the Farmington Stars before. In fact, I'm an alumni of the dance and survived my experience. It was very exciting. But we're so glad that you're back. And so you've been here all week, right?
Yep.
Working with these contestants, right?
Yep, for an hour a day.
Okay.
Yep.
And how are they doing? You can be truthful. You can tell us. It's okay.
This crowd is a rough one. No, I'm just kidding. We love these guys. They've been fantastic, super hardworking, really invested in being here and excited to be here. So it's been truly a blast.
Yeah,
they're doing great.
It's been a great process so far.
Wonderful. Well, that's good to know, because they are some of the finest folks of our community, as you probably have noticed, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they're great.
So we have a few of them on the phone with us, and they are just waiting to get on the air, I think, to talk about their experiences. So they're all on hold. So let me see if I can get them on the air without hanging up on anybody, because that's always fun. But here's our first caller. Good morning. You're on KSJE. Thanks for calling in this morning.
Good morning, Scott Michlin. This is Linda Rodgers.
Counselor Linda Rodgers from the Farmington City Council. Good morning.
How are you this morning on this snowy morning?
Well, I am good. I'm even better that I get to talk to you. So thank you for being a part of the program. How's it going with your rehearsals?
Oh, it's going really well. It's a very humbling experience, as you know.
I do know. Yes, I do know. And Counselor Rodgers, what dance are you dancing for us this Saturday?
I will be dancing the waltz.
Ah, okay. And how's your partner? Very, very forgiving?
Yes, yes, and he is awesome.
Okay.
Thank goodness. He's been very patient. But I have to tell you I have to talk some smack about our sheriff.
Oh, here we go.
As you know, Sheriff Shane Ferrari is also dancing, and
He is.
he's dancing the cha-cha, and I'm going to call him real smooth Sheriff Shane. He is a ringer, let me tell you. He is.
Okay.
I think he's been practicing a little more than the rest of us.
Uh-oh. You may need to step it up is what you're saying, Counselor Rodgers?
Yes, I've got to step it up,
'Cause-
and I'll tell you, they're all really good, though.
Yeah. Well, that includes you then, right?
No, well,
And, see?
I'm trying my best.
Okay. And Mandy is Shane's partner, right?
I am
Who is
Shane's
here with
partner.
us this morning. So is she right?
I mean, yeah.
Is Shane doing all right? The
Not
sheriff
to
doing all
brag
right?
on my partner, but he's pretty much crushing it. So.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay, he's probably on the other line too, so we may hear from him in a minute. So, all right. Well, Linda Rodgers, I'm going to just have you stand by for us. You're still going to be on the air if you want to chime in, but we'll bring in some of the other folks who've called in if you don't mind.
I don't mind at all.
Thank you, but stand by. Let's look at line number 2. Good morning. You're on KSJE. Thanks for calling in. Who's this?
Good morning. This is Sheriff Shane Ferrari. How are
Well,
you, sir?
there you go. Your ears must have been ringing, Sheriff.
Somebody's already talking about me, are they?
I'm afraid so. Counselor Rodgers is kind of saying that you are bringing it, and we have your partner here in the studio. Mandy is here.
Well, hey, Mandy, how we doing?
Good morning. Good morning. You didn't tell me there was going to be snow today.
You know, welcome to New Mexico. If you don't like the weather, just stick around about 5 minutes.
Reasonable.
That's true. Very true. So, Sheriff, how's it going? You're dancing the cha-cha, we heard.
I'm doing the cha-cha, you know, and surprisingly enough, because I have a great instructor, it's going well.
Okay.
I feel like I'm in the police academy again. She's staying on top of things and making sure I'm doing things right. So I really appreciate Mandy and all of her efforts.
And I think when I think cha-cha, I think kind of that smoldering look, and you kind of have that arresting sheriff face sometimes. So is that what you're able to use on stage, Sheriff Ferrari?
Yeah, I'm trying to do the 1,000-yard stare, but at the same time, she reminds me that it's a sassy, flirty dance, and to smile a little bit more. Don't look so serious.
I gotcha. Okay. All right. Very good.
Yeah.
And
Hey, Shane. Hey, Shane, this is Counselor Rodgers.
Linda Rodgers is also on the line.
I was just saying that you have some sass, and you're bringing it, and I think you're a ringer. I think you're leaving your day job, and you're practicing with Mandy, and I just want to call BS on that.
See,
you know, I appreciate Linda also. She's I've been watching her. I've been checking my rearview mirror, and I was joking around with her yesterday. I said, you know, you're kind of a ballroom bully. You're taking up the whole stage, but it has been a great time, and watching everybody that's participating. You know, having those little breaks where we're able to watch everybody else's dances and just seeing how they're progressing just over the last 3 days is amazing. So I got to take my hat off to Mandy and all the dancers and their professionalism and helping us all out, because they're doing a fantastic job. It's going to be a great show.
it will be a great show. It's always a great show. That's very, very true. And we should mention, and Stephanie's here as well, Stephanie Valdez, and she's dancing with Tom Taylor.
Yes, I am.
Right, so let's go to the next caller and see who's with us this morning. So stand by, Sheriff. We'll keep you kind of on the air as well, along with Counselor Rodgers. And let's put line 3 on the air. Good morning. You're on KSJE. Who is this?
Good morning, Scott. This is Dr. Sugar Singleton.
Dr. Singleton, great to have you on the program. How are things going? You are not a dancer by trade. You're dancing around the hospital usually. So how are things going?
Oh, my goodness, Scott. It's been quite a whirlwind of a week. It's been super fun and exciting, but certainly nerve-wracking because, as you said, I'm on the go all the time, but not usually dancing like this.
Little different, right? Little different. What dance are you doing, Dr. Singleton?
I am doing the Hustle. It's a 1970s dance, and it is super fast and super fun and super complicated.
Well, if anyone can hustle,
not
it's
you,
you.
right?
If anyone can hustle, it's you, Doctor.
Well, I'm going to give it my best shot for sure, Scott.
Very good. Well, I appreciate you calling in. I'll have you kind of stand by as well. We're going to get to the other callers that are waiting. So thank you for being here. Hold on. Let's go to line 5 and see, or 4. Good morning. You're on KSJE. Who's this?
Good morning. This is Michelle Meyering.
Michelle Meyering. Good morning. Thank you for calling in. Another star with the Dancing with the Farmington Stars. And so what dance are you dancing?
I am dancing the nightclub two-step.
Oh, okay.
Yes, to Faith Hill's Breathe.
Ah, and how's it going?
Oh, it's going great.
Okay.
Just, trying not to pull a muscle.
Right. That's important.
We got through the whole dance. So now we're fine-tuning, and we are very excited.
Okay. Very, very good. And what do you think of your other contestants, of your other dancers? Any trash talking from you, Michelle Meyering?
Well, Sheriff did compare himself to Patrick Swayze last night.
Did he?
And the Dirty Dancing. So, I'm not really sure about that one.
Okay.
The others, we've been pretty amicable. I think Ryan might be our strongest competitor. He was really busting a move last night. But, yeah, otherwise, I think it's going to be a great show.
It is going to be a great show. It always is a great show, and so we're looking forward to it. But wonderful. I'll have you stand by again. We've got one more caller to go to, so stand by. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Let's go to our last line. Our last caller who's on the line. Good morning. You're on KSJE this morning.
Good morning. It's Tom Taylor.
Tom Taylor. There he is. How are you, sir?
Well, I'm fine.
Good. We have your partner, Stephanie Valdez, is in the studio with me this morning, so she's been telling us all about your dancing moves.
She has, huh? Well,
She has.
I've been saying all good things, of course.
well, well, she's pretty patient.
Well, I can attest to that with my partner when I was a star dancing with the Farmington Stars a few years ago. But what dance are you doing, Tom Taylor?
Well, I learned something when you're trying to practice this at home.
Yes.
The old adage, it takes two to tango, is true.
Oh, hard to do it by yourself, maybe.
It is.
Got you. So you're dancing the tango is what you're telling us.
That's what we're doing, Argentine tango.
Argentine tango. There's a lot of moves with that dance, as I recall. With all of them, actually.
It's hard. I think I've got the hardest dance, and I'm the oldest guy. So.
Oh, come on, Tom.
Uh-oh.
Yep. No.
Uh-oh.
Don't believe him.
We're hearing from some of your other contestants, Tom Taylor. Stephanie, how is Tom doing with the tango?
He's doing great.
Is he good?
He is.
Now, does he dance with the rose in his teeth, or do you?
He does.
Okay.
Yes, he does.
Okay. That's important, I think.
Very. Yeah, no, he's doing great.
Very good. Well, great. Well, Tom, good luck to you. Thank you for calling in. You're all on the air now, so thank you all for being here. We want to mention Ryan Hansen is also a contestant this year as well. And what dance is he doing? Do we know?
He's doing the swing.
The swing. Okay.
Your dance, right?
That's the one that I muddled through. Yeah. So I bet he'll do a great job with that. So
it's a lot of fun.
That's wonderful. Very good. And so let me ask you two that are here in the studio, so callers stand by. When you're working with these non-professional dancers, obviously, and you only have a week to do it, right? So I know it's very kind of calculated and studied, and you guys have been doing this for a long time to get them ready to perform by Saturday. It's all about timing. At least that's what I learned when I did it. Is that still kind of how you approach this?
Yeah, I think one of the ways for me, I can speak to working with Shane. What has been fun is sharing with him like, hey, you got to actually get your mind out of the way, because if you try to just, we were talking about this before, but counting gets you in your head about it, and as much as that's important, your body also just wants to dance and it wants to respond. So if you can just listen to the music and be connected with the movement, then it's just going to come out of you.
Right, and you can see that progress, that
He's
improvement?
crushing it. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So it was the first couple of days was very much like counting and working through all of the steps, and then it was like, hey, let's just dance. Just listen to the music and let me kind of lead you around. And then he kind of fell into what the rhythm of it is in a more natural way, and that was a really cool thing to see and experience with him.
Very good. Stephanie, what's your
Yeah.
advice for your contestants who are working with you and who you work with during the week?
Yeah, similar to what Mandy was saying, I always say it's kind of like that Nike slogan, just do it.
Right.
Once you learn the steps and know what they are and know the music and you're familiar, then just stop thinking about everything else and just let your body take over, like she was saying, and just have fun. And your muscles will remember most of it for you.
Yeah.
So once you get your brain out of the way, it just becomes all about just doing it.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Very, very good. Let me go back to the contestants who are on the phone. Counselor Rodgers, are your muscles learning your routine?
Oh, yes, they are.
Okay. Are they reminding you every day that they've learned the routine?
Yes, I have. I found some new muscles I didn't realize I had.
Right. And you're hearing from them.
Yes.
Very, very good. Sheriff, what about you?
Definitely, definitely. As you know, the first, as Mandy was saying, the first, it's so intimidating that first time you get up there and you're looking at that dance and you wonder, how in the heck am I going to learn this in 5 days? You know, and I try to break things down into sections of how I do things, and as I was counting steps, I think it was more in my mind than in my body. So when she finally said, hey, you just need to relax, get it out of your head, let your body move, that's been helping out greatly, and I actually think we're smoothing out. It's working real well. We got through our whole dance yesterday a couple times, so now we're just polishing and looking forward to Saturday.
Okay. All right. Michelle Meyering, let me ask you about these experiences and the rehearsals and kind of getting your muscles to kind of remember what they're supposed to be doing when you're up there.
Yeah, they're remembering.
Okay.
Kind of like Linda. I'm feeling some muscles I haven't felt in a while, so that's good. I do want to give a shout out to the Utah Ballroom Dance Company, because they stopped by the Farmington Boys and Girls Club on Monday and taught our kids some line dancing. So they took time out of their schedule to come dance with the kids. So that was super special. But our rehearsals, I think, are going great. So I'm looking forward to it and hoping that on, game night, my muscles remember.
I bet they will. I bet they will. But how wonderful for the kids at the Farmington Boys and Girls Club, too, to get some of that those lessons from these professionals, huh?
Oh, they had a blast. We went
bet.
through, I think, 3 line dances. So
Nice.
they loved it.
Very good. Well, terrific. Dr. Singleton, how about for you? I know you're pretty busy anyway, and then you're staying late and going to these rehearsals after your day job. So, are your muscles getting the hang of this?
Oh, Scott, they get the hang of it one time, and then the next time they forget the hang of it.
I can relate to that.
Awesome, normal. Yeah.
But it's been super fun.
Yeah, well, good. And Tom Taylor, again, you're practicing at home as well, as I'm sure everybody is. You all have homework to do probably after rehearsal, and so by Saturday you're going to have it down, though, right?
Well, I was just thinking about it. It's just like playing golf or racing or any sport. It's not where you are; it's where you want to be that's important. And
True.
you've got to have your mind ahead of where you are. Otherwise, you will never make it.
Good point.
So, yeah, there's a lot of work to be done, but I feel good about it.
Very good. Very good. Well, that's wonderful. Well, any final thoughts from all of you that have called in about this Saturday? And now, I remember when I was doing the Dancing with the Farmington Stars that there were charities involved and things like that. Is that still a component of the show, right? So what are all the charities that you all are dancing for? Counselor Rodgers, let me start back with you.
Sure. I'm dancing for San Juan Medical Foundation.
Wonderful. Does a lot of great work in the community, of course. And so, again, when we come to the show, we get a chance to support these different charities as well. And, of course, the winner of the Mirrorball Trophy, which is highly coveted, will also get a cash prize for their charity, I believe, too, is how it kind of works. So, very good. Sheriff Ferrari, what about you?
I'm dancing for the Guardian Initiative. A couple of our sheriff's office employees have started their own foundation to bring awareness to first responder mental health and awareness. And they're the guys that are going to be rowing across the ocean in 2023. Just 3 of them in a rowboat going from Africa to Antigua. And so I'm supporting their cause, and they're doing phenomenal work in our community, and just an outstanding job bringing awareness to what our first responders go through on a daily basis, and how they can repair those unseen wounds that we experience through day-to-day situations that really people aren't prepared and really supposed to see. So I'm proud to support them and in their efforts, and we'll continue to do so all the way, including me going to Antigua and welcoming them when they finally hit shore.
Well, good for you. You're not going to row there, though. You're going to get there a more traditional way, aren't you, Sheriff?
Yes.
Okay.
There's no way I would make it to rowboat that far.
Very good. That's a great project and a great initiative as well. So thank you. Michelle Meyering, what about you?
Oh, I am dancing for the Boys and Girls Club of Farmington. So
I assumed as much, but I didn't want to assume, so I wanted to ask. Another great recipient.
Thank you. Yep, supporting our future leaders for sure.
Very good. And I would assume that would also include the Boys and Girls Club of Bloomfield, too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
They are part of our club.
Yep.
So supports the Bloomfield and Farmington
Wonderful
communities.
Very good. Thank you very much. Dr. Singleton, what about you? Who are you dancing for?
Well, Scott, I know you were a good friend of my mom's back in the day, and as you recall, she had a very long and tough battle with cancer, and so I am dancing for the University of New Mexico Cancer Center because I'm so grateful for all the years of wonderful care that she received. And, of course, it's my alma mater, having gone to UNM Medical School and UNM for my residency as well.
There you go. Yes, very good. We have fond memories of your mom, and that's a great charity to dance for. So thank you for sharing that. Tom Taylor, what about you?
San Juan Symphony.
Ah, of course, the San Juan Symphony. Very good. Of course, we're both board members of the symphony, so that makes sense as well.
Well, it does. And, San Juan Symphony has been around for many years in the community here in Durango.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's great for a community this size to have that opportunity. And supporting that is great for the arts.
Very true. Very true. And I know there's a concert on Sunday afternoon in Durango this weekend if folks would like to catch the symphony, and also the dancing with the Farmington Stars on Saturday. So you could actually do both if you plan it right. So there is that as well. So that's wonderful. Well, great. Well, thank you all very much for calling in, everybody. Any final trash talking? Counselor Rodgers, do you have anything else up your sleeve?
I think I've done enough for the day. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sheriff Ferrari?
No, I'm just delighted and proud to be associated with everybody that's participating and helping us out. So I just want to invite all the listeners, come out, support a great event here in San Juan County, and support these wonderful charities. And it's just going to be a good night out. So come out, and hope to see you all there.
Very good. That's true. Terrific. Thank you. Michelle Meyering?
I echo the sheriff. Just come out for a fun evening and support the dancers and the charities. It's going to be a great night.
Very true. Dr. Sugar Singleton? Final thoughts? Trash talk? Anything?
I would just say the same thing. Please come support everybody, support the charities. We'd love to have you in the audience. Come and watch. It's going to be a fun evening, and I hope to see you there.
All right. Very good. And Tom Taylor?
I just hope all of us do a great job on Saturday.
I bet
Put on a great show.
I bet you've got great teachers. I know you have great teachers, so I bet you'll all do a great job. So have fun. Have fun doing it. And thank you all for taking some time out of your morning to call in this morning. I really appreciate it as well.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you, Scott.
You're welcome. Thanks, everybody. Some of the dancers from Dancing with the Farmington Stars, and we appreciate them calling in. I've got two of the professional dancers here in the studio with me from the Utah Ballroom Dance Company, and so I know that the competition is just kind of part of the show on Saturday because the other half really puts you all in the spotlight, right, to show a little bit about your professional dance routines. And so I want to spend a little bit of time to talk about that. And so kind of describe that second half of the show for us as well, while the judges are tabulating all their scores and things like that from these other stars.
Yeah, so we have a bunch of different routines for you. We start off with a group salsa routine, which is a lot of fun. And then we have our foxtrot duet, and from there we do a Viennese waltz, which is gorgeous, and then we do a paso doble. Mandy's in that paso doble and she kills it. I love watching that number.
Nice, very good. Right.
And then we have a Charleston, little flapper 1920s era, and then the cha-cha finishes us out. So it's a lot of different styles, a lot of different costumes, but it's great.
Yeah, a lot of great costumes, right? I mean, they're all really, really great. And how many folks are in the company this season when you're traveling around? How many of you are on stage together?
There's 6 of us.
Okay.
Yep.
And so that's another great thing, too, to see you all on stage and everyone's synchronized and I mean it's a great show in addition to the other stars that are dancing and performing, but then to see all of you up there as well and showing what you do every year. And so this is part of course a tour that you all are on. We were talking about that before we came on the air this morning. You're just finishing up coming from Arizona, right? That's correct. Where you were last week?
Mm-hmm. The last 2 weeks, actually.
Last 2 weeks, that's true. And you're here in Farmington this week, and then some of you are moving on to another location?
Yep, in Oregon, Klamath Falls.
Okay.
Yep, so we have a bit of ways to go from here, but...
a little bit of traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so prior to COVID, normally a tour would be about anywhere from 3 to 6 months, but since post-COVID coming back, it's just a 4-week tour this year.
Right. A little
Slowly
shorter.
but surely getting back into the swing of things. So.
Exactly. But again, I think for those of us that have been waiting for more in-person events and live theater and live dancing and things like that, this is just one of those signs that we're slowly, baby steps back to something a bit more normal, and so we're glad to see it. So that's why we're hoping that folks will support and come out and see all these great Farmington residents and stars who'll be performing, as well as you all and the rest of the company. Again, it is February 19th, this Saturday, 7 p.m., and tickets $14 to $18 it looks like, and you can go to the Civic Center, fmtn.org/shows. I know is the Farmington city address to get tickets and things like that, and to find out more details about the show on Saturday. But the Dancing with the Farmington Stars is coming up, and so I think I asked you before we got on the air, but I didn't ask you on the air your favorite, if you have a favorite dance. And so, Stephanie, do you have a favorite dance that you like to do?
I actually really enjoy doing the Argentine tango.
Do you?
Even though my partner isn't a professional, it's still just I love doing it. And then as far as our professional dances, I think we both agree salsa is our favorite one out of the show. But I know Mandy has a separate favorite outside of our show. She can tell you about that.
Okay, Mandy, what about yours?
Yeah, my favorite partner dance to do in general is West Coast Swing. Unfortunately, we don't have that in the show this year, but it's a really fun dance, very connected with your partner and very playful in style, so I really enjoyed that a lot. But inside of doing the numbers that we're performing for you guys on Saturday, salsa is my favorite for sure.
Gotcha. Well, and there's so many, right?
So
each have their own unique...
it's hard to choose. They're all fun.
True. And I know that dancing and ballroom dancing specifically is good exercise. Folks may not think so, but I know the stars certainly know it now after rehearsing for a week. And even I knew when I was rehearsing that, as we mentioned, you're using muscle groups maybe that you haven't used in a while, and even though it looks like everything's calm on the outside, there's a lot of moving parts on the inside, it seems to me, and I think it's pretty good exercise for folks to do, and fun.
Yeah. I had a guy in our first week who came in after, I think it was 3 days of rehearsal, and he was like, pretty sure I've lost a couple pounds already, and I was like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised by it.
Right?
Yeah. It's a lot.
I mean, you're moving, and you're burning a lot of calories up there, right?
Yeah.
And so that could be a good thing. Even when you're not here in town, I think we have dancing schools and classes here at the college, I think, so folks can maybe take advantage of that, right? To maybe work out a little bit
Yeah, that's awesome.
and get some
Dance
exercise.
as much as you can.
Yeah.
Right?
Dancing is awesome.
There you go. Well, it is Dancing with the Farmington Stars again on Saturday, 7 p.m. Farmington Civic Center. You should get your tickets now, and again support your favorite dancer. And it's certainly got to be someone that you know from the community, and we appreciate them calling in and being with us. Once again, we will mention the 6 who are dancing this year. Counselor Linda Rodgers from the Farmington City Council, Ryan Hanson, who is also dancing, and he's doing swing, you said,
He's
right?
swing, yep.
So he's the swing dancer. San Juan County Sheriff Shane Ferrari will be dancing. Tom Taylor. Dr. Sugar Singleton, and of course Michelle Meyering from the Farmington and Bloomfield Boys and Girls Clubs will be dancing as well. What a great group, right? And they all stepped up, didn't they?
Yeah, they're doing fantastic.
For sure.
Very good. Well, thank you both for coming in this morning and talking with me about the show, and looking forward to it.
Yeah, we are as well. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, we're excited.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. My guest this morning, Dancing with the Farmington Stars here on KSJE. KSJE and San Juan College present the Student Success Coaching Tip of the Week.
Welcome! We're back at week 5, Coaching Tips of the Week. My name is Emin Chi with the Student Achievement Center. This week is asking for help. If you really don't understand a concept, ask questions. Stop by your professor's office during their office hours, or contact classmates and your professors via email or Canvas. You can go to the tutoring center. Some classes might even have a Facebook group to keep students engaged and to create an environment to ask questions outside of class. Either way, your professors will be on your side, non-judgmental, wanting to help you understand the class in its entirety.
The Student Success Coaching Tip of the Week, presented by KSJE and the Student Achievement Center at San Juan College. KSJE is supported by the Farmington Civic Center, bringing a full slate of entertainment to Farmington and San Juan County. The Queen's Cartoonists, Tuesday, February 8th at 7:30 p.m. The Farmington Civic Center, 200 West Arrington in downtown Farmington. Find out more online at fmtn.org/shows or 505-599-1148. Did you enjoy that podcast? We hope that you did. And if you did, share it with your friends. And if you really want to keep podcasts like this coming, please support KSJE. You can do it easily online at ksje.com.